guys, welcome back to my channel. We are making ring donuts today. As you can see, it's very nice and fluffy. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, this is Nana's Food and Fashion. What we do is we do food recipes and sewing as well. So today we are doing ring donuts, and just follow the recipe along and you'll never regret it. Let's get started. Right guys, so we have 280 grams of flour. This is plain flour, okay? And then we have 40 grams of sugar, and then we have 120 grams of milk, and we have 1 egg, and we have 7 grams of yeast, and then we have a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then for the butter, we have 40 grams of butter. You have to melt the butter, it's just melted, okay? And then you have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So let's get started. So guys, I've put the flour in the bowl, so I'm going to add all the dry ingredients. So that is the sugar, okay, that is the nutmeg, and we have the salt, and then you mix it quite nicely. Okay, so the next bit we have to do is to add all the other ingredients. So this is my warm milk, and what I need to do is to add the egg to it, and then we add the melted butter, and then we add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, so we add the 7 grams of yeast, and then just mix them. Okay, so we mix them properly. Okay, so as it's mixed, we are going to add it to the flour mixture, and then we mix it. Just try and mix it, make sure all of them is mixed nicely. The texture should be quite sticky. If it's sticky, make sure you don't add any more flour, just use what you have there. Right, the dough is very sticky, so we are using oil. Okay, we put the oil on the surface before we put the dough. We are going to knead it. If you are using mixer, you can just use a mixer to mix it on the high. Okay, it's quite sticky though. Right, so what we are going to do, we are going to knead it for just about 10 minutes. Just a good kneading so that it will form gluten. Okay, you see how sticky it is, so make sure you have enough oil to make sure that it doesn't really stick. Right guys, so I've been kneading this for about 10 minutes. As you can see, it looks really bouncy. Okay, so what we are going to do is to put it in the bowl. All right, we are going to keep it there for about 1.5 hours, and then afterwards we'll see whether it's risen, and then we can cut our donuts from there. So I'm covering it. Okay, right, so we covered this for let's say for about 1 hour. We just check whether it's risen. So guys, it's been about 1.5 hours, and we are checking our dough. So you can see that it's increased, so we take that out. Wow, so it's very easy to manage now. It's not as sticky as before. So what we are going to do, put a bit of flour, okay, trying to roll it. Oh, just need to put a bit of flour there. Just press it a little bit. We need about an inch thickness, and then we will start cutting our dough. Okay. So think at the thickness, let me just check. Look at the thickness, so you can see the thickness, so it's okay. So we are going to cut that. So I don't have a quick cutter, what I have is what I use, this one. So I'm going to cut it very close to each other. As you can see, I'm cutting it quite close. Right, so what I use is this round top. That's my honey top, so I use that to do the ring. All right. Okay. Right, so yeah, so what we can do, we're going to put these on the tray, and then we'll put, I'll try and just use this bit as well, the excess one. I need to take that off and then use it again. Right guys, so I have put the excess together, and I need more donuts, so I'm cutting more of it. Right, so I would do this until I have all my donuts. I don't like the small ones. I just like my ring donuts, so I put them together, and then make sure that I make use of all the rest of the dough. Okay. Right guys, so as you can see, we've done this donut. We put it away for about 20 minutes before we fry it. Right guys, we're going to fry our donuts. I've put it at 160 degrees Celsius. We don't need to make it a high heat because it will burn the donut. So we're going to try it now. I've cut it into pieces now because it's very soft, so you can't just hold it. So I'm using that. So as it cooks, we'll try and take off the paper from there. Look at that. Okay. Make sure it doesn't burn. It's cooking nicely. Right guys, so I'm turning the donuts. Okay, supposed to be just light brown like that, so make sure that it doesn't burn. Just keep an eye. Right, so I'm going to fry that. So I don't want to destroy the shape, so you use this just to maintain the shape. Yay! It makes it easier when you use it this way. And what I normally do is I try and just fluff with it a lot so that we'll keep its shape. Ah, that looks lovely. Just make sure it cooks light brown, not burn. So you keep on looking at it most of the time. Right guys, you can see that it's brown, so I'll just turn it over. Okay, it doesn't take long to cook, so you have to be very careful that you don't burn it. So guys, this is the ingredients for the glaze. We have 250 grams of icing sugar, we have 75 grams of butter, and then 3 to 5 tablespoons of milk, whole milk, and then we have vanilla extra, just 1 teaspoon of vanilla extra. So just trying to put everything together. So first of all, we add the milk. Add just a bit of the milk because it depends on how thick you want the glaze to be. So that is our butter. Okay, and then we have a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So we're going to add the sugar then. Okay, so add it in bits. So it depends on how thick you want the glaze to be. Right guys, so this is our glaze. It's nice and smooth, and we have our donuts ready. So what we need to do is just dip it into the glaze like that, and then we want some sprinkles, so we just dip it into the sprinkle. Okay, dip it into the glaze, and then we put that here. Just a lot of sprinkles. Guess what? A lot of sprinkles, so we just put them there. Okay, so you continue doing that. If you want to glaze all of it, you can just use all of it. You can glaze all of it if you prefer it that way. Okay, you can do that for all of it, and then you can just sprinkle the sprinkles on top of it. Okay, it's very nice and tasty. Right, so guys, we are glazing our donuts. It smells really good, and oh, I bet you try this. So good. Okay, so we just need to glaze all of them nicely. Oh my goodness, this is really nice and soft. Right guys, so this is our donut made. We've glazed it nicely, and we put some sprinkles for my kids. They love it with sprinkles. So as you can see, you break it like that. Oh my goodness, look at how it is, so fluffy. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. That's really fluffy. It's really nice. So please try this. Please try this recipe. It's the best recipe for donuts. Okay, please like this video and put on your post notification and subscribe to my channel, so when I put in a new video you will be notified of that. Thanks for watching.